What if I told you that if we were to do the same things that we're doing right now with children in school, if we do that to adults, that will be considered abuse? Let's look at these things together. On this side of the chart, we had what we do to children in school as constructed today. On this side of the chart, this is what we would call if we did the same exact thing to adults. Number one, we forced them to be there against their will. If we did that to adults, what would we call that? Well, we would call that false imprisonment. Number two, control what they eat, speak, and move. What would we call that if we did that to an adult? Well, that would be cruel and unusual punishment. Imagine as an adult asking permission to go to the restroom. Number three, ignore their questions and interests. What would we call that? Well, that would be called psychological neglect. Imagine you had a spouse and you ignored their interests and their questions. That wouldn't be acceptable. That would. Number four, punish them for not paying attention to things that they never chose. Imagine forcing an adult to sit there and not only pay attention, but to be tested on things that they never chose. That would be called coercion, would it not? Number five, to isolate them with negative peers. Imagine being in the workplace and being forced to deal with coworkers that make fun of your sneakers or what you wear. That would be called forced exposure to harm, would it not? Next up, tell them that their natural curiosity is a distraction. So when an adult goes, pay attention, this is important, but the child is like, wait, my curiosity is not important? That would be called gaslighting. It's when you doubt your own perception. Imagine doing that to a child when they're young. What would happen to their perception later on when they become an adult? Because this is when they start to form their own personality and their own independence. By gaslighting them in this way, telling them that their questions are a distraction, we're interfering with their healthy development of intellectual independent capacity. Last thing that we're looking at here today is when we label them, rank them, and hold them back. We are discussing this under the guise where the children did not sign up to be tested, did not sign up to be compared to their peers. There are children that are fine with that. And for those children, nothing wrong with testing them, nothing wrong with ranking them. They want to know where they are. This is specifically for the children that do not want to do this. They don't want to participate in this game. What would that be called if we were to do that to an adult that does not want to be ranked, does not want to be labeled in such manner? That will be called degradation. It will lead to lower self-esteem. The last thing I will say about this chart and the importance of it is that children are learning machines. Schools do not have a monopoly. They're learning nonstop. And with that in mind, if we take our children through all of this, what's the one thing that they will learn? Would they not learn that they're not respected, that their opinion is not welcome, and we're encouraging that they walk on eggshells for the rest of their lives? I'll leave you with this. If you would not like to experience these things, why would we subject our children to this? It's something worth considering.